places again, so let me just get straight here. Actually, I'm going to use this and just put it perfectly straight. If I hold shift again, and then move it across, it will select it all, but it will also select everything here. Now, I could either extrude it. Now, extruding is adding another bit to it. So how you extrude is you'd press E and then move it. And it'll move. Like you could make it go in or hold on, let me just fix that. So you could extrude it so it goes in. Or you can extrude it so it goes out. And then while you're extruding, or if you're trying to scale normally while doing this, if you press S now, you can let go of E now. If you press S, hold on, let me just bring it back to the point. Oh god, hold on. My mouse is kind of in a really bad spot. Or, so if you press, you can extrude it so it goes out. Press left click, so it finishes it, and then press S. Or if you're trying to scale normally while doing this, it will scale like shapes and like orientations. Hold on, let me just bring it back to the point. For this, I don't want to extrude it. I'm just going to scale it. So if I'm going to press S, press left click, and I'm just going to finish it, and then press S, or it can like scale normally like a jelly kind of shape. Scale like shapes, you see, orientations. It's now just not a perfect cube. Bring it back to the point. Just for this, hold Z and go to solid mode again. I'm just going to scale it. It's now not just a perfect cube. I'm going to press S. It's a lot different, and I'm just going to finish it. More like a gumdrop now. Or it can like scale normally like a jelly kind of shape. So actually going to make this pet. It's now just not a perfect cube. But why not? Hold Z and go to solid mode again. So if I wanted to add like peculiar like things to it, like maybe I'm going to press S, things popping out here, then I'm not going to do it. But basically I'd hold shift and then I'd slightly face it, and then I extrude it. It would go up. Perfect cube. Now, if you don't want it to go just only up, then how you can do? So if I wanted to add like peculiar like Z while extruding, I'm going to press S, things popping out. It will change it. So I'm not going to do it. Just go up. You can make it go diagonal. I'm going to press S, and then I make it poke out a bit. It would go up. Perfect cube. Now, if you don't want it to go the move tool by selecting this, and it'll come up with all these options. So if I wanted to add like peculiar, and I'm going to extrude, press the middle, it will change it so I can move it freely, not just up or left or down. Make it go diagonal, and it makes like a little horn like that, and make it poke out a bit. It would go up. Now I'm just going to quickly do that on the other side. So move tool by selecting this, select options, extrude Z, push that out, scale down a bit. Just gonna move it a bit here. And it makes like a little spike. Ethan, did you know you could do this?
I'm busy watching her stream.
So I want to see what this looks like. I want to. Hold on, I need to go. I need to be AFK. I need to be AFK for a second, guys. I'll be back. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Let's carry on. Let's carry on with it. So, if you're new to the stream and you have no clue how we got up to this point, fast forward the stream. I explain how to get to this point. If you've seen it all now and you're back here, well, yeah, let's carry on. Oh my god, Ethan. So, I want to try something. If I grab all these by using shift and do this. Yeah, it does some weird... Yeah, it does some weird thing. It's really weird.
What are you exactly trying to do?
I'm just seeing what I can do with this.
Alright.
I scaled that out, and then... Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Do one at a time. Do one at a time. Just do one at a time, it'll be better. Just gonna move this out a bit. Make some spiky gumdrop or something. I don't even know what I'm making.
Spiky gumdrop. Spiky gumdrop.
So. Oh no, what is that done? Alright. Move that like there. There we go. Now I've got some weird shaped thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about the back for the time being. Basically, I'm just gonna make this the weirdest thing possible now. I am literally just gonna make this the weirdest thing possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this face using the face select tool up here, the face one, and I'm gonna extrude it by pressing E and moving it out, but not too far. And I'm going to scale it down a bit, and then extrude it. And then extrude it again. Scale it. Extrude it again. And it makes some. I don't even know what that is. But it made something. It's made something. And I'm going to see what this looks like if I extrude this outwards and then maybe scale this down a bit. And if I extrude this outwards and then scale that down a bit. And it's made... Kind of made a pig actually. Kinda. For the nose. Alright. So, I think we're done with the extruding and the scaling bit. I think I've explained what we do with the extruding and scaling bit. Also, if you want to just do normal scale, then you can press the scale tool and do it that way. But S is a hotkey to it. And also, if you want to rotate things, either use that tool or when you're pressing something, just press R. Yeah, it rotates. Pretty simple. So, let's move on to a weird ear. Yes, a weird ear. Why is my mouse loading and glitching? Maybe a PC can't run Blender. Ethan, what do you think about that? Do you think it's because his PC can't run Blender?
It could be possible that the PC doesn't really run it right, or it could just be a or either it's just a camera glitch that he's having where he can't really move it, or he just doesn't understand how to.
Maybe. But he says his mouse is actually loading. So...
That means the app is opening, probably.
I've completely forgotten how you open a new shape. Oh, there we go. So if you want to create a new shape, because I'm going to create a new shape right now, then you're going to do Shift, hold Shift and then A, go to Mesh, and I'm just going to bring out a cube. And I'm going to use the Move tool and just move it up. Going to scale it down with S. Just going to scale that down. I'm going to scale it like this. And then scale it down a bit like this, using these axes. I'm going to use the Move tool, I'm going to move it down. And now, as I said in the beginning, I'm going to bevel this. So I'm going to edit modes. It's all selected, Control and R. No, not Control and R. Control and B. Here we are, we're beveling it. I don't want to be too beveled, but yeah, that's good. That looks good. And now I'm just going to, well, actually first, I'm going to scale it more this way. I'm going to edit mode it. Now I'm going to zoom in on it. Now I'm just going to get it in the right axis, so this axis. Z, wireframe, select all the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude it upwards, then I'm going to scale it a bit, and then rotate it a bit so it starts to curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press E, I'm going to move it up, and then I'm going to press S and scale it in a bit. And then I'm also going to press R to rotate it right. And then we're going to extrude, scale, rotate, extrude, scale, rotate, extrude, scale. And I've got some sort of ear here now. And I'm just going to get out of edit mode by doing this. And it still is in wireframe, so I'm going to press Z and go to solids. But oh wait, hold on. So now I'm going to move this over, rotate it this way, rotate it this way, I'm gonna scale it up. This is definitely not one of the best ears I've made before, but it's some weird monstrosity. Oh yeah, I should tell you how to do that right. So now that I've scaled it down and I moved it using those tools, now I'm just gonna do a normal copy, keep in. So Control C, and then Control V, and then I'm gonna move it like this. Now you'll see that they're both facing the same direction. If you want it like that, you can keep it like this, but I don't want it. I want it to be flipped horizontally. So I'm going to right click on it, mirror. I think it's Z global. No, okay, no, it's not. Just keep going until you get the right global. I think mine is yeah, it's Y. Okay, it's Y. So now it's flipped, and I'm just gonna move this a bit forwards to suit it, like there. Yeah. Ethan, what am I making?
I don't know. It's turned from a gumdrop to monstrosity.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going to work on this back a bit now.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to edit mode. Oh wait, I'm not selecting anything. Hold on. That is a good thing to know actually. If you go in edit mode and you can't select anything, that's because you've not been selecting anything basically. So what you need, I'm going to select it, and I'm going to then go to edit mode. Face it. I'm going to take this, but I'm also going to take some of these surroundings. I'm going to use shift, take these. I'm going to go outwards, scale. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take these. I'm going to scale. And I've made this weird thing now. And now for this back, I'm going to scale it out. Shrink it down a lot. Then I'm going to scale it outwards. And then rotate it. Just keep going with that. I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. Extrude, scale, rotate a bit, extrude, and I'm gonna go up this one for a lot, and I'm going to just put that as a point. And then for the bottom bit, I'm just going to select these. Shift, hold shift. Just gonna select all these. Gonna scale down. And bend that inwards. And there we go. There is our weird shape. Now I want to merge everything together. So, since I've got nothing else on the background that I don't want to merge, I'm just going to press A, right click, join. That's all together. But if you did have something else in the background, then you need to select it separately by holding shift and pressing on them. Now, what I'm going to do is, hold on. Just going to turn my heater down a bit. Bit too warm, Ethan. I've had that heater for like 5 years and it still works amazing. It heats up a room in seconds. Enough about that. How to rotate? Right. So how you rotate it is when you're editing it, press R on your keyboard, and then you move your mouse, and it'll rotate it. So now, when I was going on about this material render and material review and all of that, that is all about the coloring, about how we're going to color this. So what I'm actually going to do is there's the link in the description to my Discord. I'll put in normal general what we're going to be needing to use, and you need to save that as a PNG. So let me just get that really quickly. Let me just put that in the general. Upload a file. Downloads. Where is it? Hold on. Color palette. There we go. Right. So we're going to need to use this. So yeah, I'm going to use this thing called the color palette, and you're going to save it as an image and call it whatever you want, save it as PNG. I mean me moving. Oh right, middle mouse button is to do all this. And then if you hold shift and middle mouse, it does this. And then to zoom in, you just scroll wheel like this. You just use scroll wheel. Okay, I'm confused. Right. So, by the way, that color palette that I've sent in the Discord, that is from Robuilder. That's what Robuilder uses as well. But pretty much everyone uses that as well because it's like super useful. Now, what I'm gonna do is I want this toy weird thing to be orange, a cool gradient of orange. So I'm gonna select it all by pressing it. Now I'm gonna come over here. Now, if you don't see most of this stuff, like see some of this, then maybe your Blender isn't updated to the fullest, the latest version. So I'm going to press this weird symbol here, material properties. It'll come up with materials. I'm going to go to base color, image texture. Now, it'll pop up your file. No, it won't actually, no. It'll do this, and then it will say new and open, and then when you press open, then it will pop up your files. Find that color palette that you saved, and press that. Just find it, it's somewhere in here. Color palette, right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the options up here, and we're going to press UV editing. And now it's editing everything. But we can't see any colors of it. Because that's when we're going to press C and we're going to go to material preview. Boom, and it looks really weird. It looks very weird. So I'm just going to select everything. Actually, first, I'm going to zoom in on this section. I'm going to press everything on here. So A. And you'll see it looks kind of weird on this grid, like it's hard to navigate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this section with my mouse. I'm going to press U, the letter U, and I'm going to go onto project from view. And now it will show it as how it looks as a wireframe. So I'm going to press Control. I'm going to press A here, and then S to scale it. But so it can actually fit in a box, because this will give a gradient texture to it. And now, since I wanted it orange, like a kind of cool orange, I'm gonna move it over here. give like this flame orange. But I kind of want to scale it a bit more down, so I'm going to use the green here. Move it down with the arrow. Boom. We've got a nice flamish orange on it now. And if I want to leave this, all I just go is where it says edit mode, object, and we go to layout here, and boom. You can't see it because you're not on material preview. So we're going to press Z to a preview. And there we go. There's our weird model thing that Ethan's going to be sleeping, going to see in his bed tonight. Coloured.
No. No.
Hello, Shanida. By the way, when I'm finished with this model, I'm going to end the stream and start another one. Because this is not going to be a super short stream, but it was just teaching a bit about Blender. And I'll start the other one. Hold on. Where did you go? Hold on. Where did you go? Oh, you want me, dude? Hold on. I can't even do that. Yeah, I will be honest, Blender isn't an easy thing. It isn't easy. It will take time to get the hang of it. It's not just a thing you'll knack instantly. It will definitely not be a thing you just knack instantly. If you want to know how to do this again, just go back to the start of the stream. It will be all the steps again. But there's one last step we need to do. If you're going to export this into Roblox Studio, which you probably are gonna, what you're gonna need to do is, if you've been extruding backwards or a bit out, Roblox Studio will see that as see-through blocks. So you'll basically be able to see in this, and it will be very weird. So we're gonna add a modifier to it, so it makes it solid. So we're gonna hover over it, and we're gonna go to this wrench or sparrow or anything what you call it. We're gonna press this, add modifier, solidify. Now that's solidified, it won't do it. So we're going. So now, if I want to export into Roblox Studio, which I will, I'll quickly get onto Roblox Studio. But I'm going to go onto a different thing. I'll show you how we export it. Now, be aware. Now, be aware, when we're exporting this, if you have another person in the game, they may not see it. They might not see it. They might not see it be exported. That's just a little glitch. You need to save the game and then you both need to leave. It happens a lot to a lot of people. Now I'm going to show you the two ways of exporting this into Roblox Studio. So first, how we're going to bring it in is we're going to go on a file. Now you're not going to be able to see the rest of this, but you're going to file, export, and then you hover over it, and you'll see FBX. Press that, and then I'm just going to save it to my downloads as weird, because it is weird. And I'm going to also go back on file and save as a blend. So say you don't like it in Roblox Studio and want to go alter it in Blender. If you import it as that FBX and didn't save it as a blend, it will look all weird and janky and see-through, and it just won't be good. Because when you save things in FBX, it lowers the detail of it, because Roblox Studio can't handle that much detail. So we're just going to save it as a blend as well. So we're going to call it weird as well.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna change the scene over to Roblox. Just give me a second. Right. So now we're in Roblox. One of my friend's derpy game. This is the Weirdos game. Not done yet at all. It's just weird grass. Was supposed to be a horror game. Now, what we're gonna do is there's two ways of importing, like bringing in it. So either we're gonna go, you go to your, I think it's on home. Hold on. I need to remember exactly where you go for all of this. No, it's not there. Test view. Okay, right. So yeah, you're going to go into view. And then, because if you don't see any of this, then you need to go to view on Roblox Studio. And then asset manager. Now I'm going to show you how to do the built bulk import way first. So we're going to press bulk import. And we're going to find the file. And we're going to bring that in. And when it says like cancel, apply all, just press apply. Now hopefully, good. So if it won't allow it and it says there's too many triangles, I'll tell you how to fix that. How do you open the Explorer if I can't see it? Ethan, could you deal with the chat? Because I have no clue what he's going on about the Explorer.
Alright, give me a second.
Ethan, could you deal with the chat? I think he means like maybe the File Explorer or something. In Roblox Studio.
In Roblox Studio. Oh,
I think he means like
so if you're trying to open up the Explorer or if you're trying to import you pets to your game.
Or models or anything.
You want to basically add a mesh part towards your
game.
game.
Oh, you can't see the right bar. You don't need to see the right bar for this tutorial.
Oh, you don't need to use an Explorer.
Oh, no,
there's also, if you want to, luckily Roblox allows this as a thing. If you go onto, I think, the model tab on Studio, you're able to pretty much say import.
I can't make any games then.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean
hold on, you know, no, Lord of Cactus, since you're in like the Discord VC, just stream it for Ethan while I explain how to do this.
What do you mean by that?
Hold on, no, Lord of Cactus. Share screen to Ethan. Alright, so carrying on with this. Explain how to do this. What we're going to be doing is share screen to Ethan. Alright, so hold on, let me just change the format. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a second modifier. Because it may not export, it may say too many triangles or something like that. We're actually gonna do it. We're gonna add another modifier. So where we added the solidify modifier, add modifier, decimate. Now what this is gonna do is turn down the detail. So we're gonna just hold this and drag, and you'll see that it's turning it down. Now what this is going to do is turn it down to a decent amount that you think actually looks good, and then do the exporting again, and if it allows it in, then yeah, you've turned down the triangles enough. But since mine has an okay amount of triangles, it allows it to export.
An easy way, having too many triangles will not allow it on Roblox.
Yeah. Has an okay amount of triangles, it allows it to export. So basically, since this is now in, I'm just gonna... So if you're exporting more than one thing, you're gonna hold control and select each one. And then right click, and then it'll say insert. So I'm just gonna press insert because I only have one. And if you see, there it is. I'm just gonna quickly go to home, move tool, up here. There it is, my weird creation. Which actually looks kind of funny in game.
Cooked pig, bro.
Now, when you're gonna play test your game, and what's gonna happen if you just press play now? What's gonna happen is this. if you go up to it, or now, it's a bit too far away. Hold on, let me just move myself.
What's gonna happen if you
Using the move tool. Alright. If I go up to it,
or now,
it should. It's not doing it right now.
Using the move tool. Alright. If I go up,
I wonder why it's not doing it.
It should.
That's confusing. Okay, well, usually what it's supposed to do, I think it's just because it's stuck into the ground because of, like, how big it is or something.
That's confusing.
Hold on, yeah, hold on. I'll show it this way.
Okay, well, usually
let me move it a bit more up.
I think it's just because it's stuck into the ground because of, like,
nice spawn.
How big it is or something.
Go over to it.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show it this way. Let me move it a bit more up. Nice spawn.
It's not doing it. That is so strange. Okay. Right, let me just move it in the sky. And then you'll see what I mean.
It's not doing it. That is so strange. Okay. Right, let me just move it in the sky. And then you'll
see, look there. See how it's rocketing about and it's moving and stuff? That's because it's not anchored. So if you just exported stuff, it's not going to be anchored, so it's going to move and stuff. It's a very simple fix though. When you're hovering over it, and if you're on the home tab,
if you just exported stuff,
anchor.
It's not going to be anchored, so it's going to move and stuff.
Or Alt A, but I just do it that way. And now if we play, it won't move a bit. It'll stay floating in the air, or it'll stay anywhere you want, because it's anchored. So that's the first way of importing it, using bulk import. The second way is using part. So we're going to press part. Now, if you don't see any of this, then you need to go to model. No, you need to go to, yeah.
So we're going to press part. Now, if you don't see any of this,
you need to go to view, and then you need to press properties. And explorer. You need to press. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a part, so I'm going to press this, block. I'm going to hover over it, and you'll see these, like, properties. Now I'm going to type in this search bar, meshed, or mesh. Type in mesh part, there. Now, I hover over this, and type in meshed, there it is. I press this button here, since my screen's a bit too, like, big, and this is too small, it doesn't cover the screen, but you'll see this little file icon here. Press that, and then find the model. So there's weird, I'm gonna put this in. The mesh you are importing is very large. Would you like to resize your mesh? Would you like, yes, yeah. You press yes. You press yes for everything. And there you go. Wherever it is. It's exported the same, just a bit bigger. Well, actually a lot bigger. But it's exported exactly the same. So those are the two ways of importing the mesh as well. I hope this helped ya. If you guys need to rewatch the stream, go ahead, because there is a lot to take in, because this Blender is pretty hard to learn. But yeah. So I'm gonna end the stream now, guys, and I'm going to start a Roblox stream 6 in like 10 minutes or something, because I need to get the thumbnail done first. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this like little tutorial stream.